Well, hello, everybody. It is the Psychic Triad here. I am Terry Suzuki, and these are my two co-hosts, Sun Psychic Jean and Terry Lee of Pure Visionary Psychic Medium. And actually, cohort is not the wrong word. We all went to class together, so we actually are a cohort as well as co-hosts. So,
Yes, indeed.
yeah. Well, it is so nice to be with you ladies once again. It's been a little moment since we've been together. Do you have anything you'd like to tell us about? How
Yeah,
about you, Jean?
and while we're doing that, if we could ask everybody if you're interested in a reading, if you would kindly put your question in caps, use emojis, that would really help it to stand out. We really appreciate it. And if you had your question in before the show started, sometimes we can't see them. Make sure you put your question in after the show starts. So we appreciate everybody being here. And Terry Lee wants to tell us a little bit about her adventures.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I had an amazing 10-day vacation on my calendar since December, waiting for it and waiting for it, right? Very excited. And the 10 days came around, and the day before the vacation, I discovered I had to get a root canal. So lovely. And I know I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just get that taken care of. So this is the beginning of my vacation. We had a lovely drive over. It was beautiful. We had a wonderful spot right on the beach. We set up our camp. It was amazing. I had these visions of going out on the beach and meditating every morning. And out of those 10 days, we had 7 days of rain. We had hail, the most thunderous. I can't describe. The rain just came down in buckets, and I've been going to this place for a long time, and I have never seen it rain like that. And in other places in Idaho as well, there were floods, and we just don't have that kind of weather this time of year. So I get to this point where I'm like, okay, let's find out the message in all of this. And the message was, be at peace with it and discover what is available to you during this time. So I read amazing books, wonderful time with my family. We would go out, and even if it was raining, we had to walk our dogs a lot. So we went out in the rain. Uh, we had a fantastic trip to a local hot springs. That was amazing. Had a lovely dinner somewhere. And then we went out to try to get a bike ride, and the clouds cleared, and we rode our bike up to this beautiful little like visitor center, and we're getting stuff, and all of a sudden the sky opened up, and I'm like a 7-year-old riding like a kid as fast as I can in the rain. And you get back and you're like, wow, it was just a whole different side of a way to experience Mother Nature doing what she needed to do. I always say, and I said it on this trip, you can't deny Mother Nature what she needs. And she needed rain badly. We had terrible, terrible fires there 2 years ago, and almost took the place that we went out, which is a very sacred and beautiful place to many. So many, many lessons learned. And I'll probably tell more about it when I do my show next Wednesday. But, it's just such a different twist I have on things now, since I've become a psychic medium and I'm studying and growing all the time. You learn how to look for what am I learning here? What's the gold? Where's that pot of gold in this experience that I can take? And I grew immensely. So there you go. That's my wild story. And we're home safe and sound. And last night we had the most mysterious lightning storm I've ever seen. No noise, the entire sky lit up. I mean, we're witnessing some amazing changes on planet Earth, but know that it's all in the design, the grand plan, the master plan for all of us to experience and be grateful for. There you go.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, it was.
How about you, Jean?
Well, I didn't have that much that kind of excitement, but I am planning my own excitement here. And as you all know, I am. This is my website. I'm going to share up here, and this is my guided meditations. I have updated a new meditation. It's the Celestial Healing Journey, and I have referenced this a couple of times in the chat. It is really amazing. And this is all spirit led. I don't know where spirit is leading me when we go through these meditations. And then, because this is my meditation that spirit is leading me through, so that I can then adapt it into everybody experiencing this. And it's just phenomenal. It's amazing. The crystals, the jewels that you see there, that table filled with all different jewel gem colors, and they're what they spirit guides called them were refreshments, and each one of those colors was like a cocktail table, one of those round cocktail tables, and we walked around the buffet of cocktail tables trying to find the color that we were most interested in. And when we gravitated towards the color that we chose instinctively, they invited us to pick up one of these refreshments, is what they called it. And here I'm thinking we're going to eat it, and I'm like getting ready. And they're like, no, they're like, put it on your forehead, Jean. I'm like, put it on my forehead. And I put it right on my forehead, and boom, all of the color comes all the way through, inside and outside of my body. And
Wow.
anything that was dense, that was negative, that was worry, that was fatigue, that was concern, all of that dissipated into dust. And only the purest, the most highest vibrational energy was left here for us to continue through this journey. It is amazing. I would have never guessed that in a million years, or be able to create that in a million years. It is just that, and that's just one little minute, one little 5-minute thing of it. It is just packed with all kinds of healing and experiences like this. And so I invite you to come over to my website and check out all of the guided meditations. This one is the angelic frequency healing meditation. And this one is the healing spiritual guided meditation. And this one is called Journey Beyond the Veil. And all of them, I have several more in the can ready to go. I also have my past life mini readings event coming up on Sunday, July 26th. It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And if you're interested, you can just click anywhere on this bar and it'll pop up a little description here, and the day, the time. And when you go through the booking your spot for this past life mini reading, you'll get an email receipt. When you get the email receipt, it's your link to the event is in your email, just as the event link, and you can click there, and that takes you right to the Zoom link. But I invite you all to attend. This is backed by popular demand. This is like the third time I'm doing this past life mini readings, because so many people saying, I didn't get a chance to go. Can you do it again? Can you do it again? I also have all of my other events, group events, scheduled through the end of the year on here. And it's not that I'm an overachiever. It's that there's so many steps in creating this. If I didn't do it all in the same weekend, I wouldn't remember how I did it. Also, and lastly, I have my in-person psychic fair this Sunday, July 19th, from 9 to 5 at the Elks Lodge in Glen Burnie, Maryland, if anybody lives near there. And if you want to know the exact address, you just click on there on the information. This is the actual link. You can read about all the different exhibitors and readers that are going to be there. And this is the actual address. So if you want to find out the address and see how far it is away from your home, because it's actually the mailing address is Severn, Maryland, but everybody knows it as Glen Burnie. It's like the Glen Burnie area, So this gives you a little bit more specific details. But that is all I have to say about that. But thank you very much for letting me tell you
Well,
all about
thank
it.
you. That it all sounds amazing. Um,
Right.
I I feel like I've led a boring life after you two have told your things. I've just been here hanging out with my garden, and I had a tree removed. That was exciting, but I won't bore people with, you know, the chainsaw video of it. Um,
Oh,
let's let's thank a few people in the audience. We got Sky High, Bobby. We have Shining Love Truth and Viviani. Thank you, Viviani, for being one of our helpers here. Uh, Anna Nana, Anna Yana.
Nanya, that's what I call.
Uh, and I noticed, and Galanga. Oh my gosh, Catherine, sorry that I am butchering everybody's name today. We do really appreciate that you're here. Caroline Loving Life, um, Spin Coast, Daniel Shaman, um, Akila's here, Akila B. Thank you. And I know I just saw there's Gimme Lemons, Lori 53130, Tasty Melon, Snaggle.
I love the
We,
name.
we have a lot, and we have Scott here, Scott Scorpio Santa
Hey,
Rose.
hello, Scott.
So we got two people with their own channel, and I think Viviani has her own channel too
Yes,
now.
she does. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's.
Craig Dixon.
Mhm.
Let's see, and we got more. We have many more people, and we're just so happy that you're here, and we're really happy to take a shot at answering your questions. So here is what we're going to do: is we're going to. I've starred your question as you put it in. And then we won't necessarily go in order. We'll just, whatever question Spirit highlights for me, that's what we're going to choose. Um, there's no, you know, we don't put you in a queue. So it's just whatever kind of hits us to do. And I'm sorry we won't be able to get to everybody because there's just so many people here wanting to ask questions. Also, so if you still want to put a question in, you can. What we'd really like you to do is put it in all caps and put emojis around it. Make it unmissable because the chat moves really fast on our end and we might miss it. It makes it a lot easier for us to see if that you really put those emojis in, put the caps in. And I see a lot of you have done that. So thank you so much. Well, ladies, I am going to, for some reason, my interface here is acting very differently than normal. Um, it doesn't have, oh, there, finally I'm where I can see the start. Okay, good. Let me just look here real quick. Craig, I'm not going to read your question because I know the answer. Yes. Yes. Clara enjoyed that very, very, very much. So I just think every time, Craig, you put one of these in, does Clara like what I did that? Yes. Yes. Clara likes it all. What I think that she's an amazing guide and kind of spiritual partner with you. She enjoys just about everything you do. So um, let's go for a love one first.
Oh,
Okay, so
I
here,
love to read about love.
here is Lori. And it would be really nice if that, Lori, if you're here, if you would just say hello in the chat so we know you're here. And in fact, I'm going to choose two more. And I'd like you guys to say hello in the chat. We're going to do Gimme Lemons next. and sky high. So I'm going to write that down real quick. Give me lemons. And sky high. So you guys are next. But make sure to say hi or something in the chat. And if you ladies wouldn't mind looking for that, because mine is my.
Lori is here.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
Yay. Okay, here's Lori. Lori says, hi, Jean, Terry and Terry. My husband passed away 2 years ago, and I miss the companionship. I was wondering if you see me in another loving relationship anytime soon. Okay. Wow. So, and the first one always takes a minute, and anyone who gets something can go first.
I got it right away. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I had just heard in my head, Lori, do you see yourself in another relationship? Right? Do you see yourself in another relationship? I love to read, and I'd love to read about your energy, but I want to encourage you with all that love and excitement about a new relationship in your heart to actually write down or imagine or dream about the companion that you would love to have. It's so important first to love yourself, but then in that joy and love of who you are, create the type of person that you want to come to you. That's what I got right off the bat. I also got this feeling of the energy that your guides are giving me right now is just beautiful. It's kind of goldish, which is wisdom. And the wisdom I think that you have in your heart is more than ready. I'm hearing more than ready to create this with you. More than ready. So if I see you, doesn't really matter, but I will tell you, I firmly do see you. And I feel that wisdom in your heart and that love in your heart is ready to create this new companion. And when you really focus in on that, then you'll have to, you won't have to kiss as many frogs. Okay. So if you really pinpoint it, I'm excited to hear what happens because I'm very happy for you. You have beautiful energy, just beautiful.
Yes. Do you have anything, Jean, or do you
I
want me to
do.
go?
I do. And I'm just going to pop that up because I see Lori searching, and you're searching and you're searching and you wonder and you're pondering. You're searching for this, and the world is your oyster. You have whatever it is that you desire is at your beck and call. And you feel as though it's because of the loss of your husband that you may not have that opportunity again. And it's important not to compare and not to expect the same exact, but I feel as though it's important for you to change your perspective and open up to companionship, open up to learning about other people and meeting other people, and maybe joining a group that is, if you're interested in whatever it is that you're interested in, go and take a class and meet other like-minded people. And perhaps there's like a Romeo, uh, really old men eating out, or that's what they call it, but not old, but just a breakfast group or a breakfast group of ladies or whatever it is. Just get out and mingle and socialize. And I definitely see the Two of Cups. This is a union for you. This is the golden opportunity. This is your choice, but it is your emotion. I do feel like you're going to find an emotional companion, and whether or not that's romantic or a platonic, that's entirely your choice. But I do see that moving, and I do see you searching. There's just all the opportunities are yours. So all the best to you, Lori.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, Jean. Oops. Oh no. Now I'm. Uh-oh. Here we go. There. Jean. I don't know why I have completely forgotten how to do that. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Jean. I too see that you're going to have a partnership. Because so what they first did is when I first tuned into your soul, they showed me your soul of a, I suppose, and it was this lovely garden, just this beautiful flower garden, just so many flowers. It was kind of framed in kind of a lavender color, and it looked like such a happy place and such a that you have a lot of love to give. You have a lot going on. It would be a shame to just keep that all to yourself. And then as I looked to the right, and for me, the right is the future, as I looked to the right, I saw that down the road just a little bit was your partner. And I saw him framed in gold, and then across his chest, as if almost it's almost as if he had a green shirt on, but he was all green. There was green light. It looked like his chest was made out of jade, just this really green light. And of course, that's also the color of the heart chakra. So it says that this man is a deep feeler and a deep, he's someone who can really love, and he has that a great capacity for love. And I can just see him down the road a little bit. And I kind of asked, how do they meet? And they said she calls him in.
Ooh, yeah.
So I think you manifest him. I think you somehow with yourself agree upon what you want in that perfect person, because you've known love and you know what you want out of a relationship, and that you just call him in. And I would do everything Jean said, and somehow that it's going to call him in. So all the best to you. And ladies, if there's any feedback, can you tell me? Because I can't go back and forth for some reason.
She's saying thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
And she said, thank you, Terry. Yes, I am ready.
Awesome.
That is wonderful. Well, good luck to you. Next is Gimme Lemons, and then Sky High. And I think we've heard from both of them, right?
Yes.
Okay. Gimme Lemons says, whatever my guides would like me to know. Okay.
I'm just hearing it's not as bad as it seems. It's not as bad as it looks. And don't make a mountain out of a molehill. That there are trials, there are tribulations, and this is what makes us stronger. That there are choices in this world that may be disappointing or not appealing, but it is a way forward. And us making those choices so that we can continue forward is important to continue on the path. I do. Oh my gosh, you got the best card. I do feel as though you have this anticipation, if you don't mind me saying, and I don't know, perhaps you might, but I do feel as though you may not have a very favorable outlook on the future. I feel as though you are dreading what may come. And they say that you're missing out on the best part. The best part is hoping. The best part is wishing. The best part is the anticipation, the belief, and knowing. And so that when this comes, you'll be like, I knew it. I was right the whole time. And not giving into those fears, those anxieties, and those, limited beliefs, because I see that you don't want what you see coming in this Five of Cups. You're like, nah, nothing's good, but you can't see these two possibilities of promise behind you. You can't see that behind you. But I want you to know the whole world, the sun is at your feet. The sun is in your hands and in the possibility. And this is astrological. These astrological lineups and changes will be aiding in this change for you. So try to stay as optimistic as you can there, Miss Gimme Lemons. Who wants to be next?
I do. I was going to say the other Terry. Oh my
What-
gosh. I got something very simple for you, Gimme Lemons. It just, I believe Jean has done a really good job of framing this. And what I heard just really clearly is they want you to introduce a little bit more play. For some reason, I think you're taking life way too seriously right now. And they want you are going through hard things, but introduce little bits of play for yourself, little fun things, because make some of the hard things a game or something, because they know that you need a little bit more play to kind of lift your spirit. And just by doing that little bit of lift, a lot of these things will clear away. So try to find just something, a little bit of play, something that will make you happy, something that you can do each day a little bit. That's what they'd like you to do.
Very nice. I like that. Well, Gimme Lemons. Nice to be reading for you again. When I tuned into your energy, I immediately get kind of a misty kind of. I hear that song like what clouds got in my way. It's sort of like there's clouds, and what I think this is being communicated to you is you've got to just kind of part the clouds. You've got to part those clouds. Now, the other thing they gave me, and this was really clear, it was a snowball. It was a snowball starting at the top of a mountain and gaining momentum, and snow spewing out on the sides and rocks, and it's gaining momentum. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This is what's happening in your mind right now. This is what's happening with your thoughts right now. And then what they showed me, which was great because Jean showed the sun card, which has the ability to melt that snowball, right? So I know that you watch the readers and that you're learning spiritually. Just visualize when you get that going in your mind. There's many different ways to do it, but just visualize the sun coming out and melting that snowball, and part the clouds and take a deep breath and really just sit with who your soul truly is, how powerful you are, how you're an eternal being, how your life is in your hands, not in anybody else's. It's in your hands. And they want me to add your very capable hands, your very capable hands. I got chills on that. So there you go, Gimme Lemons. That's what the guys want you to know.
And she
Wow.
says, I live in a state where I don't know anyone, and that's what you guys are probably picking up on. And you haven't met the friends that you haven't met yet. But it's just like I said to Lori earlier, find a class, find something where you can go to a local library and attend a talk, find out, learn something new, and find the friends that you're missing. It's not easy moving to a place where there's not anybody that you've known your whole life, but it's never too late to start over. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Go to a local metaphysical fair in your area.
Oh, there you go.
Lots of people.
And the
Like
snowball. The snowball is that looking at what is. I don't have any friends. I'm new here. I feel awkward. I don't know where to go. But you can change that. I can find a way. I just as Jean and Terry said, you got this. You got this, girl.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your question. We'll go to Sky High now. And before we go to just read, the next people will be Daniel Shaman and Angela Ag. And though Daniel and Angela, please say hi in the chat so that we know you're still here.
Yep. And T. Lynn is just saying library classes and lectures are fantastic ways to meet other locals with similar interests. Mm-hmm. And Daniel said he's here.
Oh, good. Yay.
So Sky High says, please, may I get a message from spirits regarding what's coming next in my career? Any guidance? These are good questions. Mm-hmm. I see fast. Oh, sorry. Let me put myself in the hot seat before I see fast changes. I see things moving and changing for you quickly. I see you having new opportunities and new beginnings. And it's about perhaps even like a training program or a new study program where you learn a new skill or a new trade. But I see things moving very quickly for you. I also feel as though you may work for like the justice system, or you may work for a lawyer's office, or you may work for a municipality, something where you're supporting those who are supporting the community. I'm not sure in what area that you are, what you're but I do feel as though you have an opportunity to learn or to go through a new training program or to learn a new skill, and that this is often tied to the supporting your community. Yeah, and I do feel like you're quite the empath, Sky High, and so I think that you'll be using those skills in whatever it is that you're moving into. I hope that was helpful.
Terry, do you want to go?
Sure. When I tuned into your energy, I immediately, the guys give me colors as kind of like shorthand. And I saw this really bright spring green. That is spiritual growth. That is new spiritual growth. It has taken root in your life and is springing forward. Now, the other thing that they give me right now is I'm seeing kind of like a skyline of a city. I'm going to set that aside because I don't know what city it is, but I'm seeing like a skyline, and the view is from a few floors up. I live in the mountains, so I'm not familiar with that. I'll just set that aside if that means something to you. Your journey, I see it is like a tree sprouting. It's going to have many branches to it. Many different things are going to come in your future, and I feel like you're going to be doing them all. I think that's why the spiritual growth is there for you right now. You're just going to have this branch and that branch, and this will come your way, and then you'll take an interest in this. And I feel like, yes, I do feel like you're solid in every single one of these ventures. They want me to tell you that. Don't be too concerned. And I will just say, from my own personal opinion, don't spread yourself too thin, but listen to your guides, consult your guides. They'll let you know. But these things are all going to be okay. But it's very exciting. This beautiful tree that I saw is going to sprout. And I believe that many fruits will come from what's coming around the bend for you. That's it.
That was adorable, Terry Lee. You were saying up on the higher floors, up and very high, and her name is Sky High. And I was laughing.
Oh my goodness.
I did not notice that.
And you're like, I know you didn't. That was so funny.
Wow.
Well, maybe, she chose that. Oh,
And
good.
She does say, yeah, I have to go in for an internship. And it did resonate. That's so cute, Terry Lee. She says, yes, I do doubt myself a lot. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna go next.
Yeah.
Oh, if I know how to do this. Okay, now, um, uh, so two things happened at once while I was tuning into your energy. The first thing I heard them say, she undervalues herself. That in other words, uh, you undervalue some of the skills you have. So when you're looking for this next job, when you're looking for this next career, make sure that you apply to anything that you meet 60% of the position. Okay, don't wait for 90 or 100. It's not like that. You undervalue yourself right now. You have a lot of skills. And one of the things, so the second thing that they showed me on my stage is they showed me you um, behind this huge cannon, this huge, like futuristic bazooka or something, but bigger than a bazooka. And you like pulled the chain and it blasted off into the future to the right, which is the future for me. And it was a very dark sky and you lit it all up. So what they're really saying is, you have a pretty bright future and you're going to create that bright future. Do your internship and then go on from there to find your career path. What they're saying is it's going to be successful no matter what, that you have a lot of information, a lot of the knowledge that our world needs. And you have I can just tell from that explosion, you have all the, like all the drive and all the energy to go do it and go get it.
Yay.
Um, I don't, I don't think that because they're showing me a big bazooka that you're going into the war industry, but I mean, you never know. But have faith in yourself because they're saying you really have the skills, you have the ability and the heart for moving ahead in your job. And just as a person who used to help people get jobs, make sure that you think about what you want. I find that most people find there's like three avenues for their skills and just start in one of them that's available and keep going, and then you can move as you gather more experience. So uh, go ahead and don't undervalue yourself. You have a lot of value. So thank
That's
you so
beautiful.
much for your question. um yeah, but think about, I love that the guides see her like shooting a cannon off. Oh,
Sprouting,
yeah.
sprouting, all that fruit. Good reading, everybody. That was good.
Yeah. Well, here's Daniel, Daniel Shaman. Uh,
Hi. Hello.
so
Yeah.
this is going to be fun. Any message from Archangel Raphael to Daniel? He is helping me out a lot. So let's see if we can contact
Hi.
Archangel Raphael.
Well, I'm getting right away. He's like, where else would I be? He says, of course I'm here. Of course I'm right by your side. Of course you called me in. I'm helping with the healing. He's saying you are an extension of him. He is honored and it um just honored and what was the word I'm looking for? He is not obligated. What's that word I'm looking for? He is uh, when 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 he is grateful to you for doing his work or working his work through you,
Mm.
and allowing that to occur. I'm still not getting the word, but it's about him being grateful and that this is something that he cannot do without the assistance of some humans here in this world to facilitate some of his teaching, some of his healing, some of his um, uh, methods and techniques and energies that he can work through you. And it's about facilitating not only the healing that he offers, that this energetic healing that he offers, that he possesses, but it's you having the special knack to make your client feel comfortable, feel heard, feel uh, just comforted and paid attention to. And it's that is your skill. The healing part Archangel Raphael has, but the your ability to make your client comfortable, feel heard, all of these like interpersonal skills. Archangel Michael doesn't, I mean, Michael, Raphael doesn't always have these nuances that you do that enable him to work through you, to allow you to administer the skills, the techniques, and the energy. So he just wants to thank you, and he's indebted to you, I think is the word I was trying to find. Sorry about that.
That's good. That's
Interesting.
I immediately got teamwork. That word came into my head right off the bat. And so when I tuned in, what I was able to see was that that you work in, he's showing me like the love and light energy. It like pulsates and resonates, and you're surrounded by that, which enables Archangel Raphael to enter into this realm with you. And very much like Jean said, I mean, it's definitely teamwork. It's you allowing his energy without interference, you allowing his energy to flow through, almost like I'm seeing kind of like a river, just flow through. And there is great appreciation and love for you with this method that you use. I feel like the communication is there isn't anything that can keep this from becoming more and more powerful as time goes by. And the service you desire to give to others will most certainly bless them in many, many ways. That's what I got.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Daniel, so as I tuned into your spirit and Raphael, he really bathed my whole stage that I see in red, and I believe that's the color of Raphael's sword and stuff is red and about healing.
Yeah.
And he shows me that anything you attempt, no matter where you work, if you worked, I mean, I'm pretty, if you worked at just bagging groceries, or if you worked as a nurse, if you worked as a teacher, no matter how you worked, you would be healing people. Healing is part of you. And whether it's through a kind word or through something you're doing, or actually using Reiki or energy healing on people, healing, you are part of the healing. And he even made a little joke, and then I kind of lost the joke for a second, but it was something like, oh, he's of the healing type. So you like you're part of a breed of dog or something. You're the healing type. And he really enjoys that. And he's not saying it directly to me, but I just wouldn't be surprised if you actually see him someday. You often can see angels. They don't look like, they look like people, but then they'll do something or say something, or something will happen. You'll realize, oh, this is not a person. And I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't even already seen him somewhere in public. So yeah, keep up the good work. Okay.
Nice.
We have not
Yeah.
heard back from Analeg.
Oh, we have not? Oh.
Correct.
Oh,
Analeg, if you are here, please say hi. I'll pick some more people, but if anyone sees them come by, please let us know and we'll put them back in the circulation there. Let's do this one. So this is Jen Lily Terrer Orchid. If you're here, say hi. I would like to look at your question. And then Anna Nana, 2346. You're going to be next. Okay, so
did you say Analag? That who you
I
were waiting?
did.
She's here. I got her at 3:15.
Okay, yeah, she did just come in. So
Yeah.
is Jen Lilly here? Maybe we'll take Analeg. So Analeg, just go ahead and make sure you're live. Push the live button. Make sure there's a red line underneath the live. Do you want to take Analeg first while we're waiting for Jen
Yeah.
Lilly and the other?
yes, I'm just having a little bit of trouble.
I can do it.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. For some reason, my window for the chat is super small. There we go. Thank you. Okay,
And her name is Angela.
Angela. Okay.
That helps to tune in.
Yes. Okay. Struggling with my two teenage sons, one with no confidence, the other with too much confidence. Any advice from my guides? I feel like a bad parent.
Oh,
Okay. So
Yeah.
let's take a look at this. Let's take a look.
okay.
So Jen Lilly and Anna Yana, please say hello in the chat. So you two will be next. Thank you very much for your kind donation, Miss Analag, Miss Angela.
I think it's Angela G. I think we've been trying to overpronounce this.
You're right. It is Angela G.
Okay.
I love that.
Well, first of all, they can sense you feeling like a bad parent. Their personalities are their personalities, and it's loving them for who they are, what they are, and how they are, exactly how they are, will allow them to have the confidence and the self-awareness that is needed to get to move through in their own path. Just because they're different, you may be looking at this with clouded vision. Perhaps you're having the best of both worlds, and not just them being exactly the same. They may be more competitive, or they're exactly the same, then they would be, stepping on each other's toes. But because they are so different, one is an introvert, one is an outrovert or an extrovert, you can allow them to build on each other's strengths, right? Maybe the extroverted one would do a little more things with the introverted one, and have build compassion and patience and sensitivity to those who in his life growing up may not have his extroverted type of energy, and vice versa. The introverted would understand that some people have this special ability to be outgoing. It has nothing to do with your parenting style. It's absolutely their own soul's expression. And it's important for you to have this self-confidence in you, the way you are, so that you can accept them for the way they are, so that they can accept each other. And not only that, it'll help them to build understanding and uh, not tolerance for others, but more understanding and experience, you know, when they're met with somebody who is not exactly like them. I think it's a learning opportunity. I think it's great.
Well, Angela, I feel like this the same vibration that Jean is giving me, that you're in this beautiful position. And I feel like your guides are saying, I just feel like your guides are smiling. They're giving me this beautiful, warm feeling of like the sun shining on your face, that you are a beautiful, beautiful soul. And that your intention is to do right by these two beautiful souls, which you agreed to come into your life on this planet in this lifetime, which is very exciting to think about things that way. I see the three of you in this with this beautiful opportunity to learn from one another, not just for them to learn from you, but you to learn from them. And I'll say this is from me, that I have learned over the years, many parents feel like they have to, correct and guide and you have to be that person that absolutely shows them all the answers in all the ways. And, the older you get, the more you realize that's not the case. You're there together, and you agreed to come there together. I think the combination, frankly, personally sounds quite exciting. So I did draw some cards. I'm going to do three. We're just going to go through it real quickly. I have the Six of Cups, which is a great card in this instance. Okay. So this is about, as you can see, look at this. This is perfect. It's about shared moments in life. It's about, that innocence. And it's also about really sweet things happening in your life. So recognize those things that are happening. Watch the interconnection instead of thinking of how they're both so different, how they what's the word I want to say, how they mingle with each other and how they're actually teaching each other, right? Oh, I just got that one. Okay. And the next one is, the Four of Wands, celebrating union. Okay. So, this can be about love and lovers and all of this, but this is about unison. This is about a beautiful happiness and joy, just like the previous card mentioned, in this situation, in this beautiful relationship the three of you have. It's all about how you look at it. It's all about how you feel and celebrating it and actually saying, go in your bedroom, shut the door. Hey guys, I'm excited about this. I'm excited for what I'm going to learn and what they're going to learn. And we're going to have this amazing union that will last my entire lifetime and their entire lifetime on planet Earth. Final one, okay, is the Three of Cups. Once again, we got two celebrations here. I think they're really encouraging you to have just a great deal of joy. Look at this in a different way. This is about, Three of Cups is about, time to celebrate. As I said, gatherings, friendship. It's about, it can be parties. And it's also about good times, sharing good times with one another. And I'm just really feeling encouraged that the guides are telling you to look at this a little different way, that you are going to celebrate their individual personalities, celebrate their individual, what's the word? Like when you're having a conversation, one may have a contribution to the conversation completely different from the other one. And then celebrate both, and you'll teach them how to mold that together. And it's going to help them so much in their lifetime to come. There you go.
Yep. Wow, Terry Lee.
Me.
And thank you, Jean. Well, Angela, I got something very, very similar, but it's very, very practical. They're very practical about this, reminding me of things they've already told me before about others. They want to remind you to remember that their life path is their life path, and your life path is your life path, and they're there is not a ton you can do to change their life paths. This is the paths that their souls have chosen. So just remember that they are each on their own path, and you can help a little, but eventually they have to go on this path on their own. And they also said, don't stop their lessons. In other words, don't shield them from their decisions sometimes. And that also leads to the next one, which is let them experience the natural consequences of their behavior. So if the natural consequences is they mouth off in school and suddenly they have to spend time after school, uh, let them experience that. Don't try to step in and save them from that. Because another way I want to talk about don't save them from their lessons, what I have been finding is that as people try to save others, like I have a cousin who has a, a, a child, and they have tried to save them from their own lessons. Like, oh, I'm going to protect them so they don't have to do that bad thing. And then what happens is in just another month or two, even worse thing happens, because the thing is when the other side wants us to learn our lessons, they start small. And so it's better to let it stay small and let them learn small rather than them keep ratcheting it up, and it gets worse and worse. I mean, the child that I not child, it was an adult that I was thinking about, it would have been just a tiny little bit of humiliation where they had to back off a point they were making that was wrong, to eventually they got hurt or broke their leg and had to stay home and then have time to think about the lesson that was trying to be taught to them. So let it be small. Let it start small instead of that. And then they said also, when you're really feeling desperate, when you really just can't quite leave it all alone, try to use questions instead of teaching. But do look for those teaching moments where that you might be able to say, how did that work out for you? Something like that, where they get to reflect and think, oh, maybe that wasn't so good. Or maybe I should have spoke up more, or maybe I should have spoke up less. But allow them to be on their paths. Allow them to do that, and just look for the little good parts. That's what I got. Okay. And so thank you so much for your question. And wow. So
So
let me know if
Lily
you
is Jen Lily is here. She said hello, and waiting for Anna Yana. Anna, what is it, Terry Lee?
Ananya.
Anyanya.
Ananya.
Ananya.
Yeah, you got it.
Ananya.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Jen Lilly. Okay. Our union contract expired. When does the other side think that we will get a new contract? So let's look into that and see how
Yeah.
that's going to go.
Jane, you're going to whip out your pendulum?
I have it in my hand, Terry Lee. Thank you very much for the vote of confidence. Am I really that predictable?
Well,
Jane
I
is
chose this
very good. Oh, you
like
got it.
We're all using our pendulums.
Okay, well,
when is not always easy, but we can try and narrow it down for you. So let me ask the ultimate question. Will there ever be a new contract for Jen Lily's union? Will there ever be a new contract? Yes, absolutely. Yes, there will. Will this new contract be in force by within the next 5 years? Will this new Yes, absolutely. It'll be there. And will this new contract be available or in force by January 1st of 2027? Not exactly. Will this new contract be in force by June 1st of 2027? And I have a yes, but let me go back. So will this new contract be in force by March 1st of 2027? Uh, will this new contract be in force by January 1st of 2027? No, I got too far. Okay. Will this new contract be in force by March 1st of 2027? I'm getting a yes there. Will this new contract be in force, like active, by February 1st of 2027? You know what? It's somewhere between March and June of 27. That just means when it's in force. The deal could be reached and signed, but not be in force. But I wanted to know when it would be in force and if there would ever be a contract. So hopefully that was helpful for you. Who wants to be next?
Go, Terry.
And I went for the pendulum too, but I got a little bit more than just the pendulum. And so I asked the same things. Is there going to be another contract? They said yes. But I asked, is this contract going to be in Jen's best interest? Is it going to help her more than the contract now? And they said yes. But it was a small yes. Okay. So, because they're going to negotiate as hard as they can. And then again, I got very much like Jean, where that probably by March, it said yes in March. But as I went through the time, it kept just shaking. And so what that tells me is there's something they might be able to get a temporary contract going or something that will kind of tide you guys over until they finally solidify it. But there is some little bit of trouble with this where they're just not quite making the forward progress that they need to get it all the way in force. So that's what I got. How about you, Terry Lee?
Well, I got to tell you, Jean is an expert at narrowing it down. And I had my pendulum in my hand, and my guides are like, let's do some cards. Let's see if we get some validation on this from the cards. And I'm a little scared because I haven't looked at them. So let's see what we got. First card is 3 of Cups. And as both ladies said, there is a good outcome in this, right? And it's a time to celebrate. So there will be a celebration over this contract. Now let's see what else they have to say. I love the cards. We'll see what. Oh, okay. So this is strength. Aha. Strength. Look at that. I love that card, by the way. Isn't that beautiful? This is the Intuit deck, if you're interested. Yeah, this is about their persuasion is involved in this card. It's also about something very influential is going to come into this deal. It's almost like I feel the shady part you're talking about. There's just something shaky there, but something influential. Somebody with power is going to influence this deal in the right way because we got the celebration, right? Okay, so then, I'm gonna have to draw 4. Oh, 7 of Swords. This could not, the current one could possibly not be what it seems. And there's going to be, as you can see, there's some sneaky things happening. Sneaky things are happening in the background of this deal, which is, why you need this person to come in and solve this with their influence. Someone could be outright lying, and that could be happening in this whirlwind of events. And then we're going to go back to the last card. Interesting. Okay, 4 of Swords. Time for non-action. So it's interesting to me that if this person is going to get involved, right? This person of strength, this person of influence, this person who's going to solve the problem. You have got to step back. There's going to have to be a recalibration. and perhaps even it might appear as a retreat. As you can see, this person is obviously taking a retreat, resting, take a break. So I think that we started this out with this so that you'll understand, yes, it's going to be time to celebrate. It is going to come through. Someone with strength and influence is going to come through and solve this problem. However, watch out, because someone is telling a lie. Someone is not putting out the truth in this situation. And step back. And I'm just going to say this: use your manifestation powers to see your way clearly through this time of celebration. It is going to happen. It's going to be tricky. That's what I got.
Wow. So Jen Lilly, this is fascinating to me. Um, tell us about this. Come back and tell us how it worked out eventually, because this is really, really very interesting. And because we're all three of us, as we're reading, we're seeing a little path here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to know how accurate we have been.
Yeah.
Okay. Has Ananya,
Ananya.
Ananya, is she
Ananya,
here?
there you go.
I have not. I've not seen her, but do you want to do like a reading for the collective?
Yeah, let's do that, because I cannot believe it, but time has gone far. I did not even notice that we're 5 minutes from being done. So let's do that. Let's do.
Okay.
I also wanted to just send out extending gratitude for Craig Dixon for your donation, and also Jen Lilly for your donation, and for Angela for your donation. That's very, very kind, and we really do appreciate it. Thank you all very much. So we have another 25 questions, you guys. We could be here for about 5 hours. And thank you all so much for posting your questions, for trusting us, for playing along. It's so much fun. It's a fun Friday night, and we know that you guys all come in. We love being here for you. We start in a little bit more in the afternoon, because we know Friday nights are a big time. And just, I feel like the energy is just filled with anticipation of joy and recreation and fun. I'm really looking forward to that. So let's get a message for the collective from our spirit guides.
When I tuned in, if I may go first, ladies, because this was so beautiful to see, I have to tell you about it. I saw a beautiful celestial room full of candles. Kind of reminded me of the Catholic Church sometimes, when you see the beautiful display of candles, but this was an entire room full of candles. And I'm believing the guides want to convey to all of you beautiful souls here the purpose and destiny we all have together. We chose to be here at this time, and we are all lights. I know people say that all the time. You're like, yeah. No, you are a light in this world right now with all that's going on. You are here for a purpose, to spread that love, to share that caring, to be empathetic, and to be an empath, to really care for people who are going through things. And I'm getting to release all judgment and show others how to do the same, so that the pure love that is in that beautiful candlelight, that is in that celestial room, it was glorious. I wish I could show it to you, but just that reflection of all of those candlelights joining together to create this beautiful, beautiful spiritual glow. That's why we're here. Take that with you, please. Stick that in your pocket. And remember that when you feel like, oh my gosh, what else is coming? You're the light. Just be a light. And much love to all of you. Namaste.
That's so wonderful.
Ooh, it was pretty.
I'll go next. I decided to pull a card, even though I don't usually do that. This is the Priestesses of Light deck,
Oh, I
and
love that.
I got Healing Earth, and you can see that light coming from her
Ah,
palm. Yeah. What it says is the power to give and receive healing. So, what they really want you to know is that you each have the power to give and receive healing
yes.
just through your words, just through that light that's shining out of you. So, just remember that. Remember that when you have some hard times, remember that you can receive healing and you can give healing. So, be kind to yourself and others.
Oh, lovely. I like that.
And what I have to say is it is very true, and it is all about the light, and it is about focusing on the light and holding on to that. They say the light that's inside each one of us is the light of 1,000 suns. It is more glorious, more expansive and powerful than we can ever imagine. We all hold this light. We all hold this power, this empowerment, and embrace this and hold on to the hope, hold on to the light. Don't let the negative self-talk or the worry or the anxiety rule you. You can say that is not in my energy. That is not what I would like in my energy anymore. And this is what I do want. Change your self-talk. Change the way that you're talking about things, and things will change. I promise you. It happened to me. Positive affirmations and just affirmations in general of gratitude. It is so very powerful. And it's about us knowing. And if you don't know, feel as though, well, the lady said that there is this power inside of me. I'm going to try it and give it a try, because the more of us that hold on to this great hope, the more of us that hold on to each other and empower each other and support one another and hold each other up, it is really very contagious, and we're more powerful together than we are individually. So hold your hands out and reach out for those friends of mine and friends of yours and friends in this community and many others, and allow for all of us to exist together in harmony. And it's in that balance. So if we all have the possibility of hanging on to this light, and it's all within us. And yeah, we really love to see you all back again. All of us do offer private readings, and you can reach us on our website, and the website for each of us is in our YouTube channel. If you are watching this show on one person's YouTube, please do go to the other two hosts' channels and subscribe, because we do work together. Not one of us is an island. We all work together. And we would really appreciate all of you going to all the respective channels and putting in your subscription and thumbs up. We would really appreciate that. So we do normally put the links in the chat, but somehow I think that if you do, it kind of takes it away.
Right.
But
It's in the
all the
show notes.
information, pardon?
It's also in the show notes. I put it in the description too. So
Thank you, Terry.
yeah, yeah. So So before we go, where might people catch you, Jean? Where are you going to? We know you're going to have your weekend show, but we can't all see you there if we don't live on the East Coast.
Tomorrow, Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, and what is that, 8 a.m. Pacific, I will be on the Akila B show. Akila and I will be together. And then at 2 o'clock, I will be on with Ginger Faye Tarot, and we will be doing messages from Merlin.
Mm.
And that's what I have. And then I'll be packing my car and getting ready for my psychic fair on Sunday. But thank you.
Yeah. How about you, Terry Lee?
Exciting. Well, first, I want to thank you, Miss Terry, for being a wonderful hostess today. And we just really appreciate it. it's kind of fun to let you drive and sit back and just be able to read. So I just want you to know how much I appreciate that. I'll be on next Wednesday. That's on the 22nd, and I'll be on at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, 3 Mountain, and 2 Pacific. I'll be flying solo and sharing a lot of things that I've learned over my time away. And I'm really excited to share that with all of you. So tune in. And once again, namaste, everyone. What a pleasure to be with all of you beautiful souls out there. Thank you.
Well, I will be next Thursday. I will be flying solo at 4
Cool.
Pacific, 5 Mountain, and so on. So I think about 7 Eastern. And then Jean and I will be on Saturday. We're going to have a show together. We don't know what the topic is yet. We haven't quite decided, but it's going to be fun.
Cool.
So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. And we're just so happy you are here. And please do give us the thumbs up and go subscribe to all of our channels so you can catch us and other shows and other times. And we do a lot of readings with a lot of different people. So
yeah.
See you later.
Bye.